So it turns out you met her. She was a witch. A good witch who's sometimes bad. But really, she loves the boys and she'd do anything for them. But then most recently, she got upgraded. She's the queen of hell, Miss Ruth, Connell! She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. Got the girls so that I can't see. But she's a black magic woman. She's gonna make a devil. She's such a black magic woman. Likes to do the dirty dance with Mike. She's a black magic woman, and she likes Mike. Hi, Ruth Connell.
Good morning. Hello, Vegas. I liked your Killers.
Thank you.
I love a bit of the Killers.
Thank you.
They're from Vegas.
They are.
That's why you sang it. Eh?
That's right. That's correct.
Who else here is from Vegas?
It's odd that not that many people from Vegas. Oh.
Okay, I'll let that one go.
What you got in the bags?
I have some stolen goods.
Like you do.
No, I also have some beautiful gifts that Castiel's Angels have made me.
That's exciting.
Victoria, thank you so much. That I don't actually really want to give away. That I'm just going to keep for myself and pretend to give some of them away to people
That's
who
smart.
ask. For people who are brave enough to ask me a question.
Wow, so she's a thief, she's kind of greedy, but you love her anyway. Miss Ruth Connell, enjoy.
I hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you go. These are my Vegas glasses. Did you come back for more? Oh. Very cute. Did you hear that backstage? It's like a whale. How are y'all? Good. It's been a minute. Has it been 3 months since my last convention?
Either way.
It's been like 300 years since Rowena's last confession. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having me back. And it's so nice to see so many people up early for Vegas. What day is it? It's on a Saturday morning. My word. Thank you so much for coming out. I shall bestow stolen goods upon you forthwith for doing so. And I might drink some water as well. Does anybody else get really dry throat in Vegas? Yeah. So it's not just me because I've been screaming at night, no? So, I have some toiletries, not that many because I used some of them, but I did bring along, I used 2 of the cotton buds, but the other 2 are back in the pack. And the Castiel's Angels, really what we're asking, the Castiel's Angels, my word. We've got some lovely necklaces and things, and what I'd love, they're so beautiful, for My Hope Chest, which is a charity I support, because books. If I give you one of these, or if you want to have one of these, come to my table, make a donation on the page, show me your little receipt on My Hope Chest, and I'll give you one of these lovely gifts. And if I give you one of them anyway, would you please at least give them a follow online, or give them a shout out on Twitter? You don't have to spend money, it can just be that you help raise awareness of the charities. Does that sound like a deal? Okay. This is a particularly lovely necklace. So, I'm going to start this side. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Raina? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm risking my life and limb to come towards you. You don't have corona, do you? Don't touch my mic. Don't touch me. What's your name?
Raina.
Where are you from?
Las Vegas.
Ah. And what do you want?
I was wondering if the Queen of Hell sleeps, and if she does, what does she dream about?
Oh, that's a fabulous question. Will you take this and do a little tweet or something for me about them? Thank you so much. Thank you. That's such a good question. I remember filming an episode where I was asleep, and I get a phone call, and I'm like, my beauty sleep's been disturbed. And I remember with the director Stefan, who was a really good director. Is the episode? Is it the Werther Project? I think it's that episode. Look at me. It's like 49 years ago or something. And I remember saying to Stefan, I think Rowena would. I tried to make the bed really messy, and I was like in the middle of the bed, like a start, like there's no way Rowena's sleeping like this. It's like she'd be like, all sprawled out and everything. So I do think she sleeps. I think she sleeps. Hello? Are you paying attention? Yep. Oh, there's microphone issues over there. No, I think she sleeps really long and hard and deeply, like somebody, like you know when you've got a clear conscience. That's the word, conscience.
No.
You don't. You're my kind of guy. When you have a clear conscience, you sleep really well and deeply. Rowena doesn't have a clear conscience, but she still sleeps really well and deeply. Like she's the opposite of me. I fret if there's the slightest thing I've got to worry about. I'm like, ooh, and I lose sleep. But Rowena's the opposite. I think she sleeps really soundly, even though she shouldn't. And I think she probably likes naps. And I think she dreams about muscularly oiled torsos. In dungeons with pink champagne and chocolate fountains and diamonds and Chanel and possibly even gambling at Vegas. She wins the jackpot and takes one of those wrestlers that have just won the world championship out and puts them in her dungeon. And then you never hear them again. And you wonder, did they just win that fight and then they retired? No, Rowena kidnapped them. And she's got 47,000 men and women in her dungeon. Sorry, this is Rowena's dream. Thank you for your question. Bye. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
I'm Katie. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I was wondering, when Rowena unfortunately died, did you know
Which time?
The most recent one. Did you know that she was going to be coming back so soon? And what did you think of the script when you first saw it?
So, I have a friend. This is a necklace with my face on it. Is that something you would want? Sure. Okay, and will you give My Hope Chest a little donation or a tweet or a follow? Will you do that for me?
Absolutely.
That's so kind of you. Thank you, darling. Thank you. What was the question? Yeah. So, I think I can tell this story. I'm not sure if I'm allowed. You'll not tell anyone. It'll just stay in these four walls. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
All over the internet.
Hi. So Bob Behrens, thank Crivens for Bob Behrens. Bob and I started at a very similar time, and Bob Behrens wrote my audition sides. He wrote one of my favourite lines, which is, now do you understand why it breaks my heart to see what a colossal pussy you've become? Remember that line that we had to change a little bit? Hi. So Bob being the sweetheart that he is, hi. Oh God, they put the lights up. It's okay, you can put them back down. We're good as we were. We were all soft focused before. Hi. I'm walking and talking at the same time. Do you see that? And I think I was almost answering the question as well. was that like? Now I've forgotten, now I've lost my train of thought. Hi ladies, hi, nice to see you. Sorry, get out of your way. It's really good to block the signers when you're talking. And he texted me, I get this text late at night one night, and he's like, I really want you to understand what's going to happen. I'm really worried that you're going to read the next script and nobody's going to have let you know what the intention is with your arc. And he kind of, I'm not going to say exactly what he said because it is a little bit personal, but he looked after my sanity because I think if he hadn't given me a heads up about what was to come in some way, that I think, chucking myself off into a riff would have been pretty devastating to read with no warning. So I was looked after. I also will tell you that in the script it says, I love this is so Bob, and the script says, Rowena looks back beatifically. Goodbye, boys. And Titanic's off the, it was so, how cool is that? When the writer says looks back beatifically, you have to serve that up a little bit. And how lovely, rather than just being like, oh! So God bless Bob Behrens. That's the answer. You've gone, haven't you? There you are. There's your answer. Thank you. Thank you for your question. I'm being quite mellow, haven't I? Is this about right? You're just having your coffee. This is okay. I don't have to crank it up and do the mega coven mix. Oh, we're good. Okay, calm down. Hi. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
I'm Bree. I'm from Utah.
Ah.
My question for you is, one of my favorite character developments is Rowena. Absolutely love her. Great character. One of my favorite parts is her development and becoming a mentor for Sam. So I was just wondering if there's anything that you feel like you've mentored for Jared. If you taught Jared anything.
That's such a nice question. Let me think about that one. Let me have a look. Let me root a boot and see what I can find you. Oh, there's so many nice things in here. Oh, this is so cute, right? Do you like butterflies? Not really? Okay. So Jared, the day that we were filming the big death scene, Jared, we'd all gone out for dinner, me and Jared and Jensen and I think Robin and Rob had all gone out for dinner the week before, and at the end of dinner Jared had said to me, let's really make this one count. And I really appreciated that he really, how many episodes, how many scenes, how many characters, but he really wanted to take care of it and do a really good job. And on the day we did a thing, you've heard of block shooting? Is that something? You must know so much more about behind the scenes stuff than most people who, So sometimes rather than little bits of scenes, you just film it 3 or 4 scenes all together, straight through, and then you turn around and then the editors chop it up rather than you do little setups and little setups and little setups. So I got to do the last bit, as one kind of big run through and back with Jared, that whole scene, which is really rare, and it really gives you a chance to build up the real momentum and energy, and he was so committed that day, and I was really grateful for that. And he really turned up. And there's somebody here who was there watching that they can verify what I'm saying, and it was so wonderful to have that from the lead of a show, season 15. It doesn't always happen, and I felt really grateful that happened. Outside of that, I think honestly, I tend to be. I'm also waffly. I'm not. Just switch back and you're on stage. Okay, I'm on stage. What am I doing? Right, answering a question. Okay. No, I don't tend to overstep. Like I'm not. I tend to be shyer with people I'm working with. You know, and especially they're so busy. I never want to overstep. But as we've worked together more and more and more, we've got more and more fond of each other, and it's been quite gentle rather than forced, or, you know, it's been a really nice development off camera that I really love. And so round about that time, I remember like texting Jared, and I got a text from Jared that night just to say like how, just, I mean I could read it to you. Do you want to read it? Is that too much? Is that weird? I'm embarrassed. Maybe Jared wouldn't like that. It's just so like so supportive and sweet, and I really reciprocated. And then we did it more so, and just that kind of period of time that followed just after that, I really felt quite protective of Jared and wanted to really support him. So I feel like we mentor each other, and I have to say Jensen's always been like that for me, because he directed my first ever episode. There's always been that kind of relationship, and I don't think there's anything I could ever mentor Jensen on. He's so perfect. But I would hope that he would know that I'm there as an ear for him. And I'm going to stop talking now. Okay. Thank you. Got a red on the mic. Hi, how are you? Are you okay? Yeah, sorry. I'm embarrassing you. Hi, Red. This is when I go around and just say hello to people with red hair. Oh, and here you go. Hi. I got told my name before is Ruth. Is that right? Is that cool? Yeah, you like it? That's fine. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and we've got an orange. A little tangerine at the back. Hi. Hi, T. Hi, Red. Oh, you look awesome. Did you get the autographs and everything yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did.
Awesome. Hi, Red. Hi. Red. Is that natural? I think. Hi. I should answer another question, shouldn't I? This is the most meandering part. What a way to start back. What a way to start the year back. Oh, there's Alcal. Oh, hi. It's perfect. Sorry, I'm talking to posters. What are you doing?
As long as they don't talk back.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Elena.
I've met you before.
We have, yes.
Whereabouts?
In Burbank, yeah.
Oh, cool. Where are you from?
San Diego, California.
Oh, cool. That would make sense why you were in Burbank. But you've come to Vegas?
Sorry?
You've come to Vegas though as
Yes,
well. You having a
yes.
good time?
Yeah, it's been great.
Fabulous. What would you like to know?
So my question is, how did you feel about becoming the Queen of Hell?
I said, I'm going to find you something in my bag. I did warn everybody. I was like, look, I know it's just acting. I know it's not real, but there's a really good chance I'm going to enjoy this a bit too much. And I was like, there was a little script thing where first of all I had this description of this throne, and I was like, fuck yes, I get it. And then it said something about a later version of the script said something about big chairs, and I was like, phone Richard Spade. I was like, what's this about a big chair? Like, he's like, don't worry, you still got your throne. I was like, they can't give me a throne and take it away from me. It was just the language. I don't know why they changed it to big chair. And the thing is about the throne, I don't know if you noticed, it's actually, it's actually Ruth's size. Like, it's proportionate. Like when I sit in it, my feet aren't dangling like they normally do. It's actually like my feet were on the ground, and like it's proportionate with snake heads. And I was saying to Stephanie, well, I'd love to try and find a way if we could get a copy of it or something here to do photo ops. Wouldn't that be good? But it's carved. The throne is carved out of. And I hope I'm not giving away too many. I hope it doesn't destroy the illusion for you. But it's kind of carved out of really dense polystyrene and painted metallic. So I've on set one day I had my heels on, and I stood. There was a kind of stairwell beside it that was made of the same thing, and my heels went right through it. So as I'm walking down the bit when I come in with the bodyguards and I walk down, when you just see me, I was trying not to put my heels through the furniture. Such is the glamour of filming. So I actually found this ridiculous, and maybe I should have worn it. I found this ridiculous red dress that's puffy sleeves, and it's a bit like a doll's dress. I look like a girl wearing an oversized doll's dress with black and sequins on it, and I was like, this is the way I'm going to go now at conventions. I'm only going to wear red. And it's no, Ruth, you're not actually the Queen of Hell. That's Rowena, that's separate. I think it's so delightful. I think it's so delightful for the character. She exists for me as an entity. Rowena exists. I care about her. I care. I love that they've given her this. I love it. I love it for every female fan and every male fan that's watched it and seen her survive and progress and finally be given her place. And she saved herself, and she kind of got there. And I think this is the thing about Rowena. She might overdo it, I think, like a reign of terror. Or whatever it was, that was what it was. I had to shout, it was so fun. It didn't say in the script that I screamed it, but I chose to scream it because I thought that's what she might do. But my theory is that Rowena was really good at magic. She's really good at her job. She's probably really good at being the Queen of Hell. Do you know what I mean? It suits her. And so I couldn't be more delighted for Rowena. And I couldn't be more delighted for me getting to play it and swan about. And kind of lord over everybody for the rest of my natural life. That's how I feel about it. I couldn't be happier. And I feel like I should make more of it. Maybe you just call me Queen Ruth as well. From now on, and maybe bow or a curtsy. I don't know. There you go. That'll suffice. Thank you. Misbehave. That's Rowena's benediction. She's just misbehave. Please misbehave. Be naughty, naughtier. You need to be crueler. You need to be meaner. You need to. More of that. Oh. Did you make this for me? Thank you. I don't like to hear his name. Oh, sorry, were you going to dress as Crowley? Okay, can I put this in my head now? Oh my God. My ego won't get out of the room now. I'm taking this all in for me. Never mind, Rowena. It actually is pretty cute, right? Want a close-up? Means I've got to walk with very good posture so it doesn't fall off my heat. I think that suits me. I should wear my ops. Just checking my belt. Oh, see, my hair's annoying me a little bit here. Should I answer another question? That's what I should do. This side? Hi.
Hi. My name's...
What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
My name's Soraya, and I'm from Vegas. I'm from here. And my question was, out of all the hairstyles or makeup or outfits, what was your favorite look on the show?
Thank you for your question. I'm going to find you something in my goodie bag. I'm going to give you something, a hotel toiletry. I don't know why, I just want to give you hotel toiletry as well. as well. And I'm going to give you the half-used body lotion. No. Will you use the shampoo if I give it to you? You won't waste it.
Yes.
Kidding. Oh my word. This is amazing. Okay, if somebody puts a donation to My Hope Chest, I will give you this at my table. That's so cool. Oh, do you like this? Always keep fighting?
What?
Would you like this badge? Always keep fighting? And will you do a little tweet for My Hope Chest or something? Will you do a little tweet for me?
Sure.
Okay, so my favourite outfit. What did you think of Rowena's new look? It was so fun, and I have to tell you how amazing the crew are in Canada. I know you hear this, but it's true, because not every show is like this. Trish and Jen, Trish is head of makeup, Jen's head of hair, and Kerry, who's head of wardrobe, all were texting me for weeks and weeks beforehand, back and forth, sending pictures and ideas. Eugenie had a real hand in it all. She was writing that episode and has always, her and Brad, I think, wrote the first ever, was it Soul Survivor? Did they write Soul Survivor? Anyway, they've been a big part of Rowena's journey from the get-go, and Eugenie actually came. I've never seen her in a costume fitting before. She actually came into my costume fitting. So interested, so interested in the whole process, and they really took on board what I thought as well, and what I felt. And I had to go into a jewellery shop and get my ring size, and they custom made these snake rings. I don't know if you can even see them on the screen in the episode, and the snake bell, and the bracelets were custom made, and just like how often. I mean, I know I'm the Queen of Hell, but how often do you get treated so well, and the character and everything gets so well looked after? So I felt like she should be a little bit Mad Maxy. That was my kind of idea. And Victoria, who helps here, one of the handlers, I'd seen her with kind of these pleats in her hair, and I said I kind of like the idea of having some pleats, and we kind of put my fringe back, my bangs. That's bangs for Americans. So it felt like a really nice collaboration, and so I think it worked. You liked it? Yeah, so that, I'd say I love that. I also, there's so many, and I can't wait. Apparently when the show finishes, there's going to be like a big wardrobe sale, and I think I get first dibs. So, I mean, I'm not going to be able to afford to buy all my old costumes, but there's been so many. What one do you like the best? What did you like?
My favorite one was when you were possessed by Michael, when you had your hair up in a ponytail.
Yeah.
I like the whole suit and the hair.
Yeah, I have a velvet blazer just like that for myself. There you are, darling. Okay. If I have corona, I'm very sorry. You just... Is it too soon to make jokes about corona?
Never.
Anyway. I'm so glad that this has gone ahead. I just want to say this, I think creation made the right decision. I think we have to be really sensible, and we are, and do our best. We also can't just cancel all the joy, all the joy in the world out of fear. So thank you so much for coming and being on board with the no touching thing, which is as much to protect you from us and our normal diseases that we carry, especially Misha. I went to make that joke on Twitter yesterday, and I thought, is that too harsh? No, so I kind of did, so I felt like I did the right thing. Hi.
Hello,
What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
I'm Megan. I'm from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
And I love Rowena's Queen of Hell, and I was wondering if she'd be willing to share her throne with anybody, or who she would want to...
Get out!
Yeah. I know.
Do you want to ask a different question?
She could have a consort. They don't need to be king.
A consort can lick my tiny toe. David Hayden Jones knows, can lie on the ground and try to touch my toe in hell if he wants, maybe. Okay, because I was thinking catch, you know what I mean? Does that answer your question? Do you like making people mad? Is that what you're here for? I'm kidding. Sorry, was there more of a question before I totally lambasted you and talked over you?
Would there be anyone who she'd want to help her run hell? Like, as king or queen?
No! Why would Rowena need any help telling people what to do? She's got a license, I can't get this necklace out. I need help. Ruth needs help. Rowena doesn't. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Just talk amongst yourselves. Hold on. So, you know, if Michael Fassbender wanted to, like, offer his services up, will you do a nice tweet for My Hope Chest or make a little donation or something? Will you? Oh, thank you. Will you give him a little tweet about the necklace? And tag Castiel's Angels and say thank you. And there's half of a vanity pack. I used the other two. I didn't put the dirty ones back in, I put them in the trash. Thank you for your question. No, yeah, a consort. What, like Prince Philip? Who watches The Crown? I love that show. How good is that show? So good. Matt, what's his name? Matt Smith. He's perfect, right, in that role. So is she. She's awesome. But she's the opposite kind of queen to Rowena. She's all about duty and it's not about her personality. Consort. Sorry, I'm still offended. I'm not sure I'm going to get past this question. Share? I think Rowena learned her lesson with Satan, Lucifer. I think this idea where when he was Lucifer, that she could be, they'd be like these two alphas. She would be like, they'd be like the Posh and Becks of hell or something, I think. Is that reference too old now? Are we all this too? So, and but now he's gone, and she's got the power on her own. Why would she share? Why would she give that up? Nobody's ever really given that to Rowena. No man ever really looked after her in that way. Like Crowley's dad didn't. Fergus's dad didn't look after her in that way. Why would she? Why should she? Should I stop ranting about this now? I think she'd have like boy toys and minions. Like Catherine the Great. Just watched that miniseries too. That's awesome with Helen Mirren. Like Catherine the Great, and maybe one or two that she cares about a bit more, but not too much. What about Sam and Dean and all? Kane, like Tim. He's very masterful when he does that big fight in the barn. Yeah, I love Tim. Yeah, Tim's allowed whatever he wants. Right, I should move on from being offended. It was a great question. Wherever you are, you've gone. Hello? You're late! Where have you been? Did you sleep in? Were you out drunk all night? Yes. Good, I'm glad.
Sorry, Queen.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm Austin. I'm a Vegas local, and I would first like to say that you are an actual queen.
Stop. No, just stop. No, really, no, stop. What's your question?
So, Queen, my question to you is, are there any similarities between you and your character Rowena?
Well, I am a maniacal despot. That's how I'm known in the green room. Things we have in common are... Would you like a necklace with my face on it? And I'm not going to give you conditioner. I think that might be a waste. I'm going to give you something even better. Even better. Oh no. I thought that was my hotel key card. That'd be a bit too much. I'm going to give you a wristband. You give my hostess a tweet out. Similarities are that. Thank you so much for your question. You're so cute. Thank you. You get it. He gets it. You get it. Thank you. It's interesting. I believe it or not, I don't always wear dresses and sparkly eyeshadow. But there's an element of glamour or something that Rowena has brought out in me. I don't know if I would necessarily be wearing this if I didn't play Rowena. Do you know what I mean? Like a little, like we kind of rub off on each other a little bit with things like that. I adore her sense of self, where she doesn't apologise, and her confidence, and her lack of conscience. So we're very different in that way. And honestly, I'm not saying it because I'm like a nice person or being virtuous. It's so boring having a conscience, and like it's so boring, and it's like. And Kim and I talk about this. You know, in Harry Potter. What are the four things? Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff's when you care about other people. So Rowena would be a Slytherin, right? I got Hufflepuff. Like, I know, it's disappointing. And Kim was like, that's the codependent house or whatever, like we care about other people. So we're quite different in that way. I wish I could be more like Rowena. But obviously that wouldn't make the world a very nice place if more people were like that. I think her sense of independence, I think I was an only child, and I've been on my own at times in my life, came to a new continent on my own, and I think there's a sense of independence. And I get her wounds, I understand her wounds. I don't know many women or men alive who haven't been wounded in love. We can all relate, so there's things I can definitely relate to. I wish I had her snark. Or if I do, I sometimes do, and then I feel bad for ages afterwards. Thanks, that's a really interesting question. Thank you. What do you think? What do you think?
Oh, what I think the similarities are? Well, definitely like the elegance and the glamour, like for sure. That's like one of the biggest ones I see, like honestly, so.
Oh, thank you. I mean, everybody else today is going to just go by with a crown on, right? I mean, it's just like what one does. Thank you. You're dismissed. I think I can relate to Rowena more and more just standing here. Hi, darling. What's your name? Where are you from? Which one?
I'm Emily. I'm from Arizona.
Oh, I'm going to give you the conditioner then because it's dry there.
Hold on. What?
I'm going to give you the conditioner, the hair conditioner, because it's dry there. Sorry, I care about these hotel toiletries. They're from a really nice hotel.
I really hate to say
And in my hope chest wristband.
I hate to say this, I actually can't take it. I have really sensitive skin, so I'm probably allergic to it. I'm not kidding.
That's hilarious.
My shampoo and conditioner is really expensive. So my question is that, so your favorite character in Supernatural, which I don't know who that is, but
okay, after 3. Who's Rowena's favorite character in Supernatural after 3? 1, 2, 3.
I meant in an unbiased way. You're not allowed to use yourself. You're not allowed to use yourself. How would you want them to die? Like if you could write their death.
My favorite character's death? My favorite character's death. You're sick and I like it. I'm going to give you these things here. Hi, Rowena. My favourite character's death. Okay, so Dean. Like, you know, he's not. I'm going to go through a bunch, but he's the first one that popped into my head. So Jensen on one of those wheels, like in those Viking films when they used to throw the axes. It's like Jensen's like on one of these. Dean. Is on one of these wheels, and I've got a gigantic feather. I'm just like tickle them to death. And then I move on to Sam, whatever his name is. Sorry, I'm just doing Misha. For Misha, it would have to be something a bit weirder.
So you probably enjoy it.
Something gross. Something a bit gross. Like one of those wobbly things. What do they call those wobbly sticks? I'm just making things up now. Just poke him to death. And then Alex, I'd get like a wet tea bag. And like just slap him in the face with his wet tea bag till he died. It'd be fun to spend so much time with the four of them, watching them all die really slowly. Probably more likely from malnutrition than the actual feather or wobbly stick. Wet tea bag. Can I go now? Thank you for your question. Okay, so someone untangle this for me, please. Thank you. I want to give them away. Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Samantha.
Samantha.
And I am from Colorado, Southwest Corner.
Nice.
And my question is, you and Jared have such a great chemistry on screen. It's palpable. Everyone sees it. What is the deal with Sam and Rowena? What would you have liked to see? Could that have even been possible?
Oh, thank you for that. How are you getting on there? Still untangling. Hi, boys. Hi. I think they're both survivors. And I've nearly got one ready. Oh, I just pulled one right out. There we go. Just you keep working away.
I'll take anything you give me.
So you'll do a little tweet from I Hope Chess with this. I think they're both survivors and they have that in common. I think it'd be nice to see even more of a real friendship develop. Don't touch me! And I feel a bit embarrassed now that the four guys are on stage. I don't know if I want to keep saying. They're asking me how I would like Rowena's relationship with Sam to develop. And I honestly just think more of the same, more recognition, more friendship, and more feathers.
What's the feathers? Come on.
No idea what you're talking about.
Cheeky. I like your crown.
These guys get it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you know her, you love her. She is the queen. Ruth Connell! She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. Got me so blind that I can't see. That she's a black magic woman and she's gonna make her never leave. Yeah. All right. Ooh, yeah, we're grooving now. Keep it moving. Get ready. These three men taking the stage. And they're all pretty single. Actually not, but hey. In my book, they are.